Hi, so I'm going to make a very quick video on this because I looked everywhere for this solution and I could not find it anywhere. And I had another person that's part of an aquarium forum looking for the same answer. We both bought this Marineland canister filter, Magniflow 360. It filters up to 100 gallons. Or I'm sorry, it's for aquariums up to 100 gallons and it filters 360 gallons per hour. So the problem was, first of all, so putting it together was not that hard. You just follow the directions. The directions are pretty simple. Well, almost simple. And the problem was getting to the part where you have to prime it. So first of all, just a tip, I was told by some aquarium expert people on the forums that it's not best to put the intake and the outtake valves right next to each other like that. It's best to do it apart because it's better flow, that's what they said. So I trust them. They've had turtles, they've had fish, I trust them. So I had mine over here. I had the canister over here. And I'm very new at this, so I did not realize how the canister filter works. I figured since it's very expensive that it should, be relatively easy and user-friendly. Well, it's not. It's a devil. So I had to move it from here back there because the hoses were too long, so I had to trim them down. It's best to have them the shortest distance, I guess, directly from the aquarium to the valve. Make sure that these are very tight. Here, let me show you. These are very tight, okay? So, if you make sure those are tight, make sure the lid is closed correctly, make sure this right here is flush, because I had a problem with this was not flush. And you're priming, and priming pretty much is just pressing this button, which looks like it should be easy, but it's really not. I can't even press it just by touching it like this, okay? I hurt my thumb, actually. It hurts really bad right now. And I have carpal tunnel, so that was very, very fun. I was pressing this button as much as I could from this angle. I tried it over here, nothing. I thought I have a defective top, right? I thought maybe the air is escaping from somewhere. What I did is I pulled this out, I took the little cover off, and I put my hand under it while I pressed on the prime button, and I did feel a little bit of suction. So, again, I made sure everything was tight, and I could feel the suction, but it wasn't strong enough, so it's working. Well, I was about to give up when I decided to push my aquarium to the side. I got my ass back there in this corner. I rested my back on that corner, basically put myself in the position of, like, I guess churning butter, and I put my weight on that button, doing one hand over the other, kind of like when you're doing CPR, if you've ever had CPR training, and using the palm of my hand right here to press down as hard as I could, but not necessarily as fast. Just long, deep pushes, I guess is what I can say. I started seeing little bits of water coming down, so I was like, okay, it's working. Now, I hurt my thumb, so I was losing my grip, I was losing my steam. I went and got some dish gloves, because they have grip. Put on my dish gloves, grab this over here, read it again. It says, press the quick prime button multiple times until water starts to flow into the canister and back up toward the aquarium. And then plug in the filter. So I got a tip from the forum that I'm part of to pre-fill the canister with water. So I took the top off, filled it up with conditioned water, put the top back on, locked it, okay, grabbed my dish gloves, got back there in the churning butter position, started doing CPR on this damn thing. Started seeing a little bit of water, right? Started seeing a little bit of water. I know I'm kind of scattered right now, but I'm really exhausted. So once I started seeing a little bit of water, I reread this part and I'm like, what do you mean, until water starts to flow into the canister and back up toward the aquarium? So I decided, while I'm pumping, I'm gonna plug it in. So I plugged it in, I could hear it, was not sucking the water up. So I kept priming. I did it for maybe 30 seconds. And then I heard that sweet, sweet sound. So these directions are not very good. It's not multiple times, it's absolutely several times. And this is, I pre-filled the canister with water, so I can't even imagine how long you have to prime if you don't pre-fill it. These are terrible instructions. Marineland should be very ashamed of themselves, because this machine, if you go look at it on the shelf at Petco, it's like $200 and something. I got it for over $100. That's still a lot of money for something that I had to put physical labor into. And it's taken me about an hour and a half of troubleshooting and going back and forth on the forum, maybe 2 hours, cutting the hoses, moving the canister. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. So it seems to be working. I have yet to see how it's going to continue performing. This is my first canister, so I hope that it's all it's cut out to be. But the priming, Jesus, somebody needs to rewrite this. Pre-fill the canister with water, with conditioned water, put the top back on, get ready to churn some butter, or do CPR actually on that damn thing. Once you see the water coming little bits, plug it in, keep pumping, priming, and it'll eventually work. Good luck.